Hello, this is Joe McDaniel from Austin, Texas, here at the General Convention. Uh, Here to give you an update on our activities. And the first question is, what has fed my soul here at General Convention 79? My soul has been fed by the palpable energy which radiates from walking the halls and experiencing all manners of Episcopalians, from the Anglo-Saxons to the African diaspora, from those who clearly worship what we euphemistically call high church to those who worship in the style which we euphemistically call low church. It feeds my soul to experience the richness of this tapestry, and after passionately disagreeing at committee hearings and on the floor of the various houses, seeing these groups all come together to share in the common table as one. This is beautiful to observe and to be a part of, and I thank you for allowing me to experience it and to represent you here at General Council. The second question is, what inspires me? What has, inspired me is the commitment that I've heard over and over of the willingness and the need to live into the beloved community, and the commitment of those here to do their part in the establishment of it. As Dr. Martin Luther King stated, the beloved community is a place where problems and conflicts exist, but are resolved peacefully and without bitterness. In the beloved community, caring and compassion drive political policies that support the worldwide elimination of poverty and hunger and all forms of violence and bigotry. In short, a place where no one is left on the side of the Jericho Road, beaten and battered, and left to fend for him or herself. A place where all have equal status and a sense of self-worth. A place where we truly live into our baptismal covenant to respect the dignity of every human being. And the last question is, what do you hope to bring back to the diocese? I wish that I could package the sense of excitement which I'm experiencing here at General Convention with the aim of creating the beloved community and bring it back to the Central Gulf Coast. I feel that if this energy could somehow be harnessed, it could be converted into Connecticut energy that would yield tangible benefits for the diocese. For example, things that I've heard about ways of bringing our various parishes closer together in establishing the beloved community. A place where no parish is left without the resources or the means to bring its members into full compliance with fulfilling the ministry of the baptized. And again, I thank you for allowing me the experience of representing you here at General Convention, and I look forward to seeing all of you upon my return. Blessings to all.
Hey, this is Eugene Johnston coming to you from General Convention, and today we are in the exhibit area, and we are at my favorite exhibit, Episcopal Relief and Development. And with me is my boss at Episcopal Relief and Development, Sean McConnell, and he is in charge of the engagement group at Episcopal Relief and Development. Sean, welcome. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Just kind of wanted to ask you a couple of questions, and if you'll tell us about some of the exhibits, or the exhibit that you all are doing at Episcopal Relief and Development booth this week, or this week.
So we have the Color Our World booth, and so we've invited people here to color different images. We actually have a coloring book called Color Our World, which is to help people understand that our strategic focus is now focused on the work that we do around women, children, and the climate. So for children, we make sure that children in their lives have nourishment and all of the good things that they need to be able to make it to 6 years old. One of the things that science tells us is that children's brains are built, not born. So we are helping the communities and partners that we work with to ensure that children have all of the nutrition and stimulation and education and all of the right things that they need to be able to have a healthy life. And in order to make sure that those children have healthy lives, we make sure that that the women in their lives have safe lives, so that we work to reduce gender-based violence in the communities where we work and with our partners. And then to make sure that they all have good, healthy living and the best environment to have the best food possible and the best livelihoods possible, we're also making sure that there is adaptability and resilience to the climate change that we know is already happening in the world. So we're telling those stories through these panels behind us, and people are coming in, as you can see, and coloring the panels. We do have the coloring books as well. So people are taking coloring books. Deputies are coming by and getting coloring books and taking them with them to the House of Deputies. So when things get a little slow, they're coloring. But it's a way that we're sharing the story of Episcopal Relief and Development's work around women, children, and the climate. And I should tell you that if you would like a coloring book yourself, they're available at forwardmovement.org. All of our supplies, all of our educational materials, brochures, things like that are available at Forward Movement. So we invite you to go there and order our materials free of charge. We do not charge for those materials.
And as I've told a lot of people in our diocese, every parish in the Episcopal Church, and that includes every one of our 62 or 3 parishes, are on their mailing list. So you go to them and they have you, and all you have to do is pay for shipping. And if that becomes a problem for anybody, please let me know. And as your diocesan coordinator, I will help facilitate that. So there's also, I see that we have the Equal Exchange here, and they are out giving their coffee. And I see we're doing a talk on the Episcopal Asset Map.
Episcopal Asset Map, which is at episcopalassetmap.org.
And if you'll just say about a paragraph of that while we still have a minute or two to say something about the asset map.
So the Episcopal Asset Map is a tool that was started actually for us within our U.S. disaster program so that they could recognize what assets were available at congregations in places where there was a disaster. And that has really grown quite a bit, because one of the things that we started to notice was that people started to put in other information that they wanted to share about their congregation. So ministries that they have at their congregation that they're proud of, that they're excited about, they recognize those as assets in their communities. So as people started to share that kind of information, we started to see more and more people looking for that information using the Episcopal Asset Map. One of the ways that we really know that that was a huge success was shortly after the presiding bishop of the Episcopal Church preached at a little wedding in England about a month ago. All of a sudden, there were many visitors coming to the Episcopal Asset Map to find out about churches, about Episcopal churches.
Wonderful.
So if you'd like to share information about your church with the world, please go to episcopalassetmap.org. It is very easy to use. You do not have to be a technological wizard. You don't have to log into anything. You can share your content, your information on episcopalassetmap.org. And
or find out information about a parish in your area.
Exactly. Or if you're traveling and you want to go visit an Episcopal church and you're looking for an Episcopal church that might have similar likes and ministries to those that you're used to or those you're looking for, you can find those on Episcopal Asset Map. And you mentioned the coffee. We have coffee and chocolate here at our booth because we are fair trade partners with Equal Exchange. And so if you buy any product from Equal Exchange in the Fair Trade Partnership, 15 cents for every pound purchase comes back to the work of Episcopal Relief and Development. So that's a great way to share in our ministry and to share delicious coffee and chocolate at your church on a Sunday morning.
Fantastic. One final thing I'd like to say about Episcopal Relief and Development. Of every dollar that you give to Episcopal Relief and Development, 90 cents
of every dollar
goes to actual program, and that is extremely high. And I just want to commend that to you. Thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to our diocese. And good day from the General Convention.
We love you, Central Gulf Coast.
That wasn't